Ray. I'm Rachel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you KBShimmer's newest collection called Perfectly Seasoned. This year's winter collection is going to launch on the KBShimmer site on November 22nd. Down in the description box, I will leave KBShimmer's site and social media so you can shop and check out other swatches of this collection. It's going to feature 12 beautiful polishes in a variety of finishes, as well as 2 sugar scrubs. And they're going to be debuting a new rollerball applicator for their cuticle oils, including some seasonal festive scents. As far as Black Friday sales go, KBShimmer will have a 20% off site-wide sale from November 22nd through Cyber Monday, which is December 2nd. You'll have to apply the code you see on the screen here. I'll also leave it down in the description box in order to receive that discount. But yeah, pretty sweet. I can't wait to stock up. And while supplies last, every order will receive a free holiday nail art glitter mix. So we have a whole lot of polishes to look at today, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm pretty excited about this collection. I hope you will be too. Let's go ahead and check out the swatches. All right, so disclaimer really quick. I have been struggling with my nails this month. I don't know what's going on, but I've had several tears below my nail line that have been really painful. So I do have gel overlay on my pointer finger and on my thumb, and that's not going to affect the swatches in any way other than those nails will maybe look especially smooth. And then on my ring finger, I do have builder gel on because I had a low break there as well. I'll be doing live application on my middle finger so you can see how they go on my natural nails. So first, we're taking these in rainbow order. The first shade is Berry and Bright, and this is described as a vibrant cherry red nail polish. It's near metallic in finish, and this crimson shade catches the light with hints of cardinal red and raspberry, and it's recommended in 2 coats. On the first coat, it kind of comes off a little bit pinky, as most reds do, but it had a luxurious, beautiful formula. Look how even. It was a dream to work with. Although it's recommended in 2, I could see a little bit of my visible nail line showing in 2 coats, so I did go in with 3 and felt that I reached full opacity. Shorter nail lengths, which mine are pretty short, but I do have a prominent visible nail line. You may be okay in 2, just depending on your application and your nail length. So here's what those 3 coats look like with a glossy top coat in indoor lighting. You can see it going in and out of the sun, and indirect lighting. Here in the lower lighting, it definitely does look kind of metallic, and there's that gorgeous golden glow. I did feel like this was more of a pinky leaning red. It almost felt like a red leaning pink at times, depending on the lighting and against my skin tone. And then here is what it looks like in 3 coats with a glossy top coat in sunlight. So sparkly and beautiful. I don't know what kind of shimmer this is, but it sparkles like how when the sun hits the water, that's the kind of sparkle I got with this nail polish, and I found it to be so striking. I don't have a ton of comparisons for this collection because I felt like it was really unique to my KBShimmer collection, but I did compare this one to That's My Jam. That's My Jam is slightly pinker in its base color, and the shimmer is a lot more fine and a little bit more subdued. There are no oranges or yellows in this collection, which means the next shade is a green. It's called Crushing It, and it's a green magnetic polish inspired by crushed velvet. It's got a deep forest green base complemented by a vibrant green magnetic pigment and is intended to be used with the velvet effect. That's what I'll be showing you here, but I will show you in the full hand swatch how it looks with the cat eye effect as well. You can see this has a gorgeous, smooth formula. It was fully opaque for me in 2 coats. It is highly pigmented. It was unmagnetized, also opaque in 2 coats. I did go in with a 3rd coat so you could see what it looked like, but didn't feel like it changed the end result. I will say this one had a slightly thicker formula, but that did not affect the finished look either. So here's what 3 coats looks like with that velvet effect. I'll link the magnet I used below. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Immediately putting this on my holiday rack for December, and it is going to be one of my favorite polishes of 2024. Just stunning, jaw-droppingly beautiful, perfection. 10 out of 10, no notes. I loved everything about this. It just glowed so fiercely. It had a beautiful like shift, I felt like, too, to like slightly blue, like a little bit of a teal look. You can see that here at the right angle. And it looked beautiful with the cat eye effect too. But just this type of magnetic blows my mind when it's velvetized. Seeing it shift from that darker green to the sparkly green in the sun, I have nothing like this. It screamed like festive to me. KB Shimmer, if you're watching this, I need an entire collection of this. I need it in every color so I can do a gigantic magnetic velvet effect rainbow. I really want that to happen. The next shade is called How Noble, and it's described as being a deep teal jelly polish filled with color shifting flakes that showcase a range of blue, teal, green, and sapphire. There are also black flakes in this. So this one is stunning. The flakes are undeniably beautiful. I love these kind of glass flakies. I love a black flake in there as well. It just adds additional depth and dimension. I will say that the formula for this one was on the trickier side. It's just so jam-packed with flakes that you have to make sure to do thinner coats and to let the coats fully dry. Otherwise, the layers of polish underneath the one you're currently applying will pick up and drag, and they'll bunch up towards the tip of your nail. So this is 3 coats with a glossy, or this is 3 coats. This is 3 coats with a glossy top coat and a glitter smoother. I do think this polish and another one in this collection that has the same finish need a glitter smoother because there are a lot of flakies in here. But look at them. Look at them. They glow beautifully. Like, especially the green against that teal base. I found this polish really interesting because personally, like, I wouldn't look at this and think winter. To me, it feels very fall. I tend to wear these kind of polishes maybe even around Halloween. But I love it for winter too. Like the blue and the black, this is perfect for a cold, dreary winter day. And the flakes glow so well in lower lighting. You see what I mean? Like, perfect for winter too. Another one I just absolutely love for winter is Skating By. This one's described as being a pale icy blue polish loaded with glowing hollow flakes and color shifting shimmer. The silvery flakes add some sparkle, and in the shimmer you'll see a soft peach and warm gold shift. So this one, can you tell I'm savoring the formula? Like, look at this application. I enjoyed putting this one on. Like, if every nail polish had this kind of formula, I would be in heaven. This was a joy to apply. 3 coats gave me full opacity. It was wonderful to work with. And look at it. Oh my gosh. The sparkle. Whew. I need to take some deep breaths. It is so beautiful. Here's 3 coats with a glossy top coat. I just adore this one. I'm not the biggest light blue polish person, but this is like incredible. The way the hollow flakes sparkle in this, like, you truly see so much rainbow. Sometimes with these holographic flakes, I feel like you get a little bit more silver. Not with this one. It is all rainbows. And the shifty shimmer shifting from that gold to the peach to, I feel like, a blue or a green. Glorious. So satisfying on the nails. Perfect for winter time. Just absolutely magnificent. I'm kind of out of words here. It's so pretty. And next we're going to look at Get Your Knit Together, which is an awesome name. This one is a deep indigo blurple leaning jelly base that has iridescent flake shifting from fuchsia to purple to aqua to blue, and also black flakes. This one applied very similarly to How Noble. It is jam-packed with those flakies. I mean, there are a lot of them in there. So you're going to want to go in for thinner coats, and also maybe, you know, move those flakies around a little bit, manipulate them on the nails to get them where you want them to go. And you're going to want to let those layers fully dry. as I did not do here. You can see they are kind of bunching up towards the tip of my nail, which isn't a big deal. You just get your finger and just pat them back down into place. But I would recommend 3 thin coats for this one with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat to avoid texture. That's just going to give you a really gorgeous like glass-like finish and truly make this look like stained glass on your nails. So here's what 3 coats looks like with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. So pretty. I really like the pink in here. I feel like the shift to the pink and the iridescent flakies just pops in an incredible way against that indigo base. The blue as well. And this is another one that I feel like I would wear in the fall. I love it in the winter because it's a jewel tone, and jewel tones are perfect for winter. But I would be lying if I said I couldn't see myself reaching for this in October too. And I love a versatile polish. Like, give me something that I can wear in different seasons. Summer. Why wouldn't I reach for this in the summer? Like, just very beautiful. And of course, these flakies shine best in lower lighting. Look how they glow. And the next shade we have is called Bundled Up. This one is a vibrant grape base with teal shimmer that shifts to royal blue, green, and indigo. And this one is recommended in just 2 coats. This one had another formula that was just a total dream, like glided on the nails, super satisfying to put on, polish perfection. I think this was great for me in 2 coats. I didn't need a third. I did put one on just so you all could see what it looks like, but I found it perfect in 2 coats. 3 coats I feel like did get me a slightly deeper base color and a little bit more intensity on that shimmer. So choose your adventure on that one, but I had no visible nail line in 3 coats and very little at 2. So here's what 3 coats with a glossy top coat looks like. In indoor lighting near the sun, you can see that incredible shift to teal and to how the blue shimmer just kind of takes over in lower lighting. I'll be honest, I swatched this one first thinking there's no way like this is going to be my favorite. I want to make sure that I swatch one of my favorites last, which I did. I'll tell you what it is in a little bit, so I can keep it on. And I was so upset that I didn't keep this on longer. I was shocked how much I loved it. Like, me, never loving purple person that I am, loving a purple polish as much as I loved this one. The glow was extreme, and I loved how the purple base kind of had a slightly more muted look. You'll see it compared to some other purples here in a bit that are a little bit brighter. And this one felt more appropriate for winter because the base was slightly darker. So I thought for sure I would have something more similar to Bundled Up, but this was the most similar of anything I had, and it was nothing like my favorite color, Get Off My Tail. I mean, they both are purple with blue shimmers, but Bundled Up has a darker base and the shimmer was more intense than either of the other 2 shades. And continuing on with our purples, this next shade is called Present Tense. It's a bold purple polish with a warm magenta shimmer. The shimmer shifts from a fuchsia to a grape and looks pink and purple at certain angles. And this one is recommended in 2 coats. So this one had a shockingly even and opaque formula. I only needed 2 coats with it. I don't think anyone will need more than 2 coats. I will say the formula was on the thicker side for me on this one, and I could see myself maybe adding a drop or 2 of thinner just to help it self-level a little bit more, but it was in no way difficult to work with. So here are those 2 coats. This one made me do a double take. Because in my studio lighting here, it just looks like a really glowy purple, but in natural lighting, you get such an intense flip to that magenta-y pink that it almost feels like a multi-chrome. It's wild. Like, I did a double take when I swatched it. I just couldn't believe how glowy and how intensely shifty it was to be a shimmer. And then in other lighting, it kind of has a blue shimmer to it as well, like a maybe more of like an indigo blue leaning purple shimmer. It's beautiful. Yeah, this one was gorgeous. Super versatile as well. I see myself wearing this in February around Valentine's Day, but I can even see myself reaching for it in the summer or spring transitioning into summer. And I love that this collection, although it's like a winter collection, it's not a holiday Christmas collection. Like, these polishes are great all winter and even into other seasons. The namesake of this collection is Perfectly Seasoned, and this is a spice-inspired linear hollow polish. It's a warm-toned, light caramel tan base, or caramel tan base with a strong linear hollow flames. It's got red undertones to mimic a dash of cinnamon. How freaking cute. This had a great formula. Oh my goodness. I'm wearing this on Thanksgiving Day. It's been decided. It's so cozy. It's so delicious. I adore it. And the linear hollow, grab your sunglasses. You're going to need them. It is wild. So here's 2 coats with a glossy top coat and sunlight. I think everyone would be good with this one in 2 coats, by the way. I don't see many people needing 3. Mic drop. The linear hollow flame on this is ridiculous. It is so beautiful. And I have other linear hollows. I do have one comparison for this one. Oof, direct sunlight. Wow. I do have a comparison for this one. I found that in my personal collection with all of my linear hollows, because this made me want to check out what other linear hollows do I have kind of similar to this. A lot of them leaned more brown or more gold, and this one sits perfectly in between. It was a really unique shade to my collection. So I compared this to Rise and Grind, which is another beautiful linear hollow from KBShimmer, but that one is more taupey and grayed out. This one is more warm, it's more rich, and I don't think I can pick a favorite. We've got 4 more. This one is called Flocking Fabulous, and it's a nod to flocked trees. It is a white crelly base with a mix of modern holiday palette of glitters. It's got fuchsia, icy blue hex glitters, red and green, as well as large fuchsia and green circle glitters, and it's recommended in 2 to 3 coats. So I opted to go in with 3 thin coats on this one. I've done 2 thicker coats with her white crellies before and loved them that way. So it's just whatever you choose. Regardless, they have a great formula. They're really easy to work with. You never have to fish for the glitters. They come out really easily. You may want to do like a little bit of placement, just moving your brush around to spread them out on the nail, but I absolutely love a KBShimmer white glitter crelly always. I want every single one she releases. I want to hunt down all of her old ones so I can get my hands on them. They're just so much fun. When I saw this in the bottle, I was a little bit unsure about those circle glitters. They're not, that's not my thing. I like the tiny little micro glitters, but I was surprised. I really enjoyed this on the nails. The glitters, even the larger ones, smoothed out very well with a glitter smoother. KBShimmer Smooth Moves is excellent for that. If you don't have a glitter smoother you like, I found even with my stronger C curve that they laid flat on my nails very well. And this mix of colors is just too cute. I would adore this any time of year. Up next is What's Going On. This one is a black reflective polish with a hidden surprise. This one has reflective glitters in a rainbow of colors. And lower light or natural light, the polish kind of looks like a deep charcoal with a more subtle twinkle. But when you put it under flash, holy cow. You get a light show. So this is a reflective glitter polish, and I pretty much always do reflective glitters in 2 coats. They're just more dense, and so if you go on with more than 2, sometimes they get a little bit chunky. I left it at 2 coats. I got full coverage. Longer nail lengths. This one was on the sheer side as far as reflective glitters go, so maybe some of you super long nail people will need 3 coats. But this is 2 coats for me with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. I was excited. I love black polish. I do not love reflective glitter polish, but this one excited me. The sparkle was beautiful, absolutely beautiful, in natural lighting. This is in the sun, by the way. Look at how those glitters catch the light. So sparkly. And because this has reflective glitter, you definitely will want a glitter smoother to smooth out those glitters. And it's pretty tricky to remove. I would use a peel-off base coat or soak it off with acetone. That's my preference. Otherwise, you're going to be in for a time scrubbing it off. And this is what it looks like under flash. I don't really show reflective glitters under flash anymore, but like this is a party trick I would show everybody if I was wearing this, because look at it. Look at all the colors. Oh my gosh, so pretty. This next shade is called Kringle All The Way, and this is a topper, a Christmas-inspired nail polish topper with a mix of metallic glitters and sizes from extra small to extra large. We've got bright red, silver, green, and holographic circle glitters, which gives a really festive feel, and micro and small hex glitters too. So this one, as with all of these like more dense glitter toppers, you're going to kind of want to dab around the nails instead of painting it on like a traditional polish, just to get the glitters spread out and even and placed exactly where you want them. I did need to do just a little bit of fishing and glitter placement with this, but nothing outside of the usual if you've used a topper like this before. Because the toppers are larger, because the glitters are larger, you're going to want to pair this with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat for a smoothed out manicure. Here I'm showing it over Total Eclipse, which is my favorite black cream. It comes from KBShimmer, and a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. Oh, I love how these glitters look over black. They were fun over red, but over black I was like, okay, this is really cool. It's giving like ugly Christmas sweater in the very best way. And here is what it looks like in the sunlight. Just really fun, very playful. Yeah, this one's really cute. And again, that's coming from someone who doesn't always like circle glitters. I just loved how unique this was to my collection and just how playful it was. And the final polish from this collection, I hate saying that, I don't want it to end, is called A Flurry, and it's a silver prismatic nail polish topper. It's packed with holographic flakes that catch the light. In low lighting, you get kind of a silvery color for the flakes, and then in brighter lighting, the rainbow comes out, but it is on the more subtle side, the rainbow. So here I'm swatching it over Total Eclipse, the one coat black from KBShimmer, and it is so pretty. It just reminds me so much of snow, which was the intention, so hats off. And then you just see a twinkle of that holographic. It smoothed itself out really and spread itself out really evenly on the nail. And then here's one coat over Low and Be Bold, which is a blue cream from KBShimmer. I adored this pairing. I could so see myself wearing this winter. Yeah, it just gives a really beautiful little something extra to any cream color. And then here's what it looks like in sunlight. You can see a few more of those rainbows and that sparkle. And by the way, I will link everything down in the description box, including base colors, any comparison shades that are still available, so you can shop easily. And don't forget, the discount code will be listed down there too. And then, just because I thought some of you might ask, I did want to compare this to my all-time favorite scattered holographic topper, which is A Star Is Formed from KBShimmer. And like the description states, A Flurry is much more silvery and has less holographic than A Star Is Formed. And also the flakes are larger. So a gorgeous collection. Before we finish up with like final thoughts, I did want to do a blind sniff of the new KBShimmer Sugar Scrubs. If you've seen my PPU review videos before, you're used to seeing this there. But basically, I'm just going to smell these for the first time. I've never smelled these two new additions to the Sugar Scrub line, and give you my thoughts and tell you about them. So if you're not familiar with KBShimmer's Sugar Scrubs, they are fabulous. I use them every week. couple times a week in my manicure routine as well as in the shower before I shave to exfoliate. I find that these scrubs are on the more gritty side, so they're very quick working. They do a great job exfoliating, but they have nourishing ingredients like shea butter, cocoa seed butter, castor seed oil, olive oil that also hydrate your skin so it doesn't get dry while you exfoliate. Although KB Shimmer recently upped the price to $11, that's still an incredible deal for these sugar scrubs because it's almost 10 ounces, so just a little over $1 per ounce. And in addition to being a great price and a great product, I also usually really enjoy the scents. They're always at the very least spot on to what is listed on the description. So this first scrub we're gonna take a look at is in the scent Peppermint Cocoa. And I also really love the new little design on the labels. They're so cute. Okay, I'm unwrapping it because it comes with a protective seal. I can already smell it. And you know what it smells like? It smells just like the Olive Garden mints. I will say I was not sure how I would feel about this because I'm not a big chocolate person or a peppermint person, but I love, I love those little mints at Olive Garden, and this smells just like them. Yeah, like Andes mints, Junior mints. It's mostly chocolate that I smell with just a little bit of that minty note. It smells really good. And I would say the scent is pretty strong since I was able to smell it without it even being right next to my face. It's not intense, but like you're gonna notice it. Okay, so looking at the scent description, it says the scent of sweet mint is accented by rich vanilla and notes of dark cocoa, making this scrub the perfect treat for yourself or someone you love. I definitely agree with that description. And now that they say the thing about the vanilla, I can smell it because it has just a hint of sweetness. Oh, it smells so good. And the other scent is Berry Sweet. Before smelling it, I will say this was between the two, the one that I was instantly drawn to. I love berry scents. Interesting. So between the Peppermint Cocoa and this one's definitely the more subtle scent. So if you're someone who's sensitive to fragrances, this one is a little bit lighter. It smells really good. It's sweet, but it's not overpoweringly sweet. That was my fear with the scent is I love fruit scented things, but sometimes they just smell so sweet that they smell a little bit artificial. And to me, this one smells like a very natural scent. It has the sweetness, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't smell like fake strawberries. If you know, you know. Okay, looking at the scent notes for this one, it says that juicy strawberries, plump blueberries, and tart raspberries combine in the scrub for the perfect balance of sweet and tart. Notes of vanilla cream, musk, and bergamot round out the fragrance notes. I feel like if I had to close my eyes and smell this without seeing the label, I would think like strawberries and cream, like I'm getting mostly strawberry, and then some of the other notes as well. So that was KB Shimmer's Perfectly Seasoned collection. What did you think of the collection as a whole, and what were your favorite shades? Immediately when I unboxed this collection, and I find pretty much all KB Shimmer releases have this effect on me, it was instant love. Like as soon as I saw those bold jewel tone shades, like that is what I'm all about. I want that contrast, I want that pop on my nails, and this collection gives me that. I love how KB Shimmer gives us a variety of different finishes, reflective glitter, linear holographic, shifting shimmer, magnetic, glitter crellies, like we get some of everything, and I feel like there is something for everybody in this collection. If I was being really picky though and had to only choose 2 top picks from the collection, here is what they'd be. My first top pick is what I'm currently wearing on my nails. It is Flocking Fabulous. This just felt super retro to me. Y'all already know, if you've seen my videos before, I am such a fan of KB Shimmer's white glitter crellies. All of their glitter crellies, but especially the ones with white bases. I just feel like they've totally mastered formulating the perfect application, the perfect base to glitter ratio, and the finished look is always so squishy and vibrant and bright, and those glitters are beautiful. And with this one specifically, I adored the mix of colors in here. It feels festive, but like retro festive, and I'm all about it. But my absolute, hands down, top pick from the collection is crushing it. Very rarely will you hear me say that you need a polish. But if you don't have something like this, and I sure did not, and you like green polish or you like magnetics or both, I think you need this. It wowed me. Like, I swatched it in the middle of all of the collection, and although I love Flocking Fabulous, I'm so happy I have this on my nails. I should have put this on as my full manicure. It will 100% be an addition to my holiday rack this year. It is so beautiful. I might wear it to see Wicked or something. It's perfection. The formula, the sensitivity to the magnet, the vibrance and the contrast between the base and the magnetic pigment were all just jaw-droppingly beautiful. Oh, I will cherish this polish forever. So those were my top picks from the Perfectly Seasoned collection. Let me know yours down in the comments. And in case you don't plan to take advantage of the KBShimmer Black Friday sale, these will be available on Beyond Polish at some point. And if you didn't know, I am a Beyond Polish affiliate. If you use the code RAY at checkout, you'll get 10% off your order there. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If it was, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!